I'm on a interesting journey right now. Is that like Glanville Tommy? What are you doing? Huh. You want to be seen? She got to be seen. All right, now back up. Move, move, bruh. You don't back up? Thank you. Go ahead. So yeah, I got the Camelback, bruh. I'm on some healthy journey. This is water. Getting ready for that Puerto Rico trip. Hey, I literally just unblocked everybody. So if you had problems with me before and you like, hey, bruh, it was a misunderstanding. I unblocked everybody. We in here. I got some. Hey, what they say? They got tea. Yeah, I got Sprite. They got tea. I got Sprite. And what I'm about to say, I'm gonna be fair, square, obvious, and honest. You know, like he losing weight, he getting healthy. That's that good water, bro. Nah, I'll be at Planet Fitness getting shin splints. Anyways, I didn't do a video today. I should have, but I'm at home. I'm gaining weight, we're losing weight, and yeah. So we doing that. We gonna get into it. I noticed how Weinstein got his stuff pushed out, and nobody says Seti Nash is right. We both know that ain't water that's in that. Nah. Trust me, there's no reason to lie. I ain't had a drink since November. When I get back to Puerto Rico though, in July, in 2 weeks. Oh yeah. Yeah, you should have had me. Yeah, bro, my bad, man. I was gonna drop this video earlier, but I'm like, nah, said red rash. Thank you. I appreciate that. So remember when Weinstein said, oh, hey, judge, we're going to file this and try to get you removed. Well, they're sending it to another judge, which you see in the thumbnail. Yeah, bro, I have no problem admitting if I drink liquor or don't drink liquor. I am not one of those. Like, y'all going to learn one of these days that Seti Nash real life is very honest. I did think to myself, you was right, and it will get dropped as it should have. It went to Superior Court first. When I said they wasn't taking it up, everybody swear up and down, Seti Nash, you're wrong. You wrong. You wrong. Seti Nash, you right. You right. You right. But we can't say that because of what? It's a Camelback, bro. It is a backpack, but it's a Camelback. You feel me? So if y'all don't know, this is actually something I wanted when I was a youngin', bro. Why don't you skip the step, bro? Do y'all forget that Young Thug is black? Like, do y'all forget that? Do y'all forget that Young Thug is black? He ain't some rich white guy. This ain't some super injustice. Where was the injustice with YFN? And y'all better be careful what y'all asking for. Keep it authentic with y'all. Y'all better be careful what you asking for. Because y'all getting away with a lot of stuff, aka Glanville and all them getting away with a lot of stuff. But I found some stuff out that nobody else has, and I feel like it's just best if I share it with the visionaries. And we're gonna get into it with the other judge. Please, Lord, let me have the right one loaded up. Y'all want to see something that's wild? Check this out. Bond denied, VA man charged. All right, that's the second video. First one. Y'all want to see something that's wild? Check this out.
quadruple shooting survivor.
Okay, that's not the one either. God, dog. What am I doing? This gotta be it.
Juvenile Court Judge Belinda Edwards, not reappointed. Fulton County Superior Court Judiciary has decided not to reappoint Chief Judge Belinda Edwards and also is prohibiting her and others from firing juvenile court employees. In a recent vote, Fulton County's 20 Superior Court judges decided against giving the juvenile court judge another 4-year term. Shortly after that decision was made, Edwards dismissed a top court official, prompting Fulton County's chief superior judge to sign an extraordinary order banning additional firings. The December 21st order signed by Chief Judge Cynthia Wright directed the Fulton's personnel director, county manager and finance department to take no adverse employment actions against any juvenile court employee unless Wright gives them written consent to do so. Wright also rescinded a prior adverse action that had been taken against the juvenile's court chief administration officer, Omatoyo Ali, who declined to comment, is to continue serving in her current position with no diminution in authority, duties, compensation, or benefits, the order said. On Friday, Wright said any employment decision should be made by the new administration, not by the outgoing administration in the final days. Edwards, whose term ends Monday, said she was disappointed by the judges who vote not to reappoint her. I have appreciated the opportunity to serve, she said in a statement provided to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It has indeed been an honor and a privilege. Before the vote, Edwards said she appeared before the Superior Court bench and was given about 10 minutes to speak about juvenile court and her accomplishments. At that time, I was not told by the bench the nature of any concerns they might have or the nature of any negative public comments, she said. I, therefore, had no opportunity to refute any allegations. She said that during her tenure on the court, she had never been told by any member of the Superior Court leadership that there were concerns about her service, and that she had been told prior to the vote she had the support of many of the court's judges. The Superior Court's administration, Yolanda Lewis, said the vote to deny Edwards' reappointment was conducted in private and the tally was unavailable. In her statement, Edwards said she was unaware of Wright's order rescinding any adverse action against Mrs. Ali, whom I hired, or the authority for such. The chief administrative officer serves at the pleasure of the chief judge, and the incoming chief should always have the freedom to select that person. After Ali was dismissed, Wright said the judges became concerned about what might happen to the juvenile court's other employees. Proactively, I took steps to address it and to protect the employees down there in the juvenile court and the citizens of Fulton County, Wright said. She said she had the authority to enter such an order because the chief superior court judge has supervisory authority over the juvenile court, which is an inferior tribunal, and we are ultimately responsible for it. Before being appointed to the juvenile court bench in 2004, Edwards, 59, served as general counsel for Morris Brown College as a legal counsel to Atlanta Board of Education. Wright said the county will soon begin advertising for a new judge on the busy court, which has 7 judges. We thought it was time for a change. Wright said the decision not to reappoint Edwards, the challenges and the issues that come before the juvenile court in 2013 are far more complex than those that came before the court in the last few decades, she said. Given that, the Superior Court thinks it's time to move in another direction. The Superior Court appreciates Judge Edwards' service on the bench and her commitment to Fulton's children and family.
All right, let's do something real quick, because I see people saying stuff in here, and I just said I unblocked everybody, but that don't mean I can't reblock people. All right, so let's do it this way. People on here, you ain't got to send me nothing. People on here said that Thugger Daily has this on there, right? Okay. So this is what Thugger Daily has. Let me just go to the beginning because I don't want y'all to accuse me of what I'm about to accuse y'all of, right? Posted another document. So what y'all telling me is Thugger posted that whole entire thing about this woman being kicked off the juvenile, what's the name, right? The juvenile court, superior courts, right? Because I don't see it. So what I'm gonna tell y'all to do is shut the hell up. Because no, click on that judge thing. Cool. Because Astro, I'm about to block you if it ain't on there. This is what we're gonna do. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? What are we looking for? This ain't it. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? This is all about impeachment. Up weird. Go ahead and block Astro. Astro, you can get blocked, bro. Go ahead. You can get blocked. Go ahead and block Astro because that ain't on there, buddy. This right here is about the mandamus stuff. Yeah, y'all can shut up. Go ahead and block Astro. Peace. Nah, I want you gone. I don't want you on my channel. Peace. That's what I don't do. Y'all get on here and make up stuff and then run to the channel saying, oh, you did this, you did that, you did this, you did that. Wrong. Wrong. But that whole entire thing was from 2017. Nobody has that. Matter of fact, let's do another one. And this where it gets real interesting. Is this it?
Y'all want to see something that's wild? Check this out. Bond denied. VA man charged in fatal shooting a 7-year-old girl. A Virginia man accused of fatally shooting a 7-year-old girl near a Buckhead mall over the Christmas holidays was...
Let me set this up real quick because I know, right? Expose them. Let me set this up real quick. The reason why I played that video and literally went through the old court case of this judge potentially having a gripe or having a affinity towards the judge is because she was booted from being a judge already. She was booted from being a judge all freaking ready. So in my mind, with new information, you come up with new stuff. Oh, Astro apologize. All right, then he can stay there. But don't ever in your life, jump on my stuff telling me somebody else put it up when I know good and well they ain't did nothing. I gotta be up at 4 in the. All right, hey, well, shoot, get some rest and catch us on the replay, buddy. Eastern Standard Time, we tuned in out Philly. Thank you for all you do in your communities, man. Shout out, bro. We didn't gave thousands to Philadelphia. Shout out Eric Hunter. So, anyways, back to it. So the reason why that is important is because she got voted out by judges to not be a judge for the juvenile court system. To me, in my mind, move. Go lay down. Go. No, girl. Go. God. Go lay down, man. God dang. Lay down. No, Woody's not dead. So I don't know if she's been a judge who essentially has a gripe or has to play it and basically march and tote the line. I'm saying I'm watching that because I don't know what type of judge she gonna be. Now it could be, you know what? She ain't got no gripe until I started getting on some conspiratorial stuff. What you talking about, Nash? Y'all remember the lawyer for Woody, Miss Kayla Bumpus. Big booty Kayla. Well, check this out.
Y'all want to see something that's wild? Check this out. Bond denied. VA man charged in fatal shooting a 7-year-old girl. A Virginia man accused of fatally shooting a 7-year-old girl near a Buckhead mall over the Christmas holidays was denied bond Tuesday. Daquan Reed, 24 years old, was taken into custody January 6th by U.S. Marshals in Hampton, Virginia, following a week-long manhunt. The shooting of Kennedy Maxey, a student of Sedalia Park Elementary School in Cobb County, was a heartbreaking coda that ended up being Atlanta's deadliest year in decades. Reed's attorney, check this name out, Kayla Bumpus, said her client did not intend to shoot Kennedy, who was riding in the backseat of a Lexus with her mother and aunt when a stray bullet entered through the trunk into the back of the little girl's head. Kennedy was taken to Children's Health Care of Atlanta's Scottish Rite. Where she died 5 days later, we'll never be able to put into words what was stolen from us, said Mariah Max in a statement asking the judge to deny bond. A beautiful, sweet little girl who never made it home from Christmas shopping. No one deserves to say goodbye to their baby at Christmas, Maxey wrote. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Belinda Edwards, remember that name, agreed with prosecutor Pat Dercher that Reed is a flight risk who poses a danger to the community. He faces charges of felony murder, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and reckless conduct. Bumpus had asked that Reed be placed under 24-hour home confinement. She said other inmates of Fulton County Jail know who he is, and her client fears for his safety. I don't believe he fled the scene knowing this little girl was hurt, Bumpus said. Reed, she said he was preparing to turn himself in when he was arrested. That contradicts the prosecution's account. Dercher said Reed attempted to evade law enforcement in Virginia and when finally apprehended, had to be forcibly removed from his vehicle after failing to comply with commands. Reed had been gambling in the parking lot of Flips Plaza on December 21st, the night Kennedy was shot dead. Dercher said he essentially just fired his firearm outside a rear passenger window out of anger and frustration over what just happened, said the prosecution. He knowingly endangered the lives of many citizens. Police traced the vehicle to North Carolina. The car owners revealed Reed was in Virginia. Dercher said Kennedy's aunt told detectives she heard the gunfire while driving along Peachtree Road, but then immediately realized her niece had been struck. The Flips incident marked the second time Reed had been involved in a mall shooting. According to authorities, in October 2019, a 56-year-old woman was shot following a confrontation between Reed and another man at a Norfolk, Virginia shopping center. Dercher said Reed pled guilty to count of accessory after the fact. Prior to the shootings, he had been in and out of jail charged with offenses ranging from forgery to strangulation, Dercher said.
Miss Kayla Bumpus. Oh, shout out. Shout out, Anthony, if you set the cash app. Miss Kayla Bumpus represented that man. Yeah, I ain't feeling that one, bro. We gonna see how much the people want Seti Nash to be the hood lawyer when I put that GoFundMe up. But bruh, you ain't. It is court today, D412 or D412. You literally defended a man who unalived a kid around Christmas holiday. You didn't have to do that. I don't care what nobody say. That right there, that bothers me. That bothers me. If I'm a lawyer, I'm not doing anything of the sort. You out your raggedy mind. She an ex-prosecutor. She a great choice. Let me ask you a question. Since when do prosecutors represent defendants? Unless they do what? Go get their own practice and they're no longer. Said, are you wrong on this one? Everybody got to get representation for the system work. Bye, S. Miller. Blocked. Stupid. I said she could have denied that one. Like I said, she ain't had to go with that. If I'm a lawyer, I'm looking at that case. Nah. And you want to know why I say that? Because why is it that Lady Gaga sat up there and forced P. Diddy people to say, you know what? We're not going to mess with him because you said we can't mess with him for the alleged stuff that he has. So P. Diddy, who hasn't been charged, who's paid millions of dollars for a kick to the face and throwing candles and beating on a woman and all that stuff. All right, he doesn't get representation for the lawyers that he hired. They booted him to the curb. And you telling me that Caleb Bumpus decided to go ahead and do that? Yeah, nah, I'm not feeling that at all. At all. Should have left him with a what is it called? A public defender. That's what you should have left him with. All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. I don't care what y'all talking about. So yeah, no. I don't care if she in the chat. Pull up. Like I said, you had the ability to say what you would and what you wouldn't do. And I'm going to keep it authentic with you. No, I don't care. At certain points in time, people had to say, you know what, man, I'm not going to do that. That one right there, I can't do. Is she really in the chat? She can pull up. I don't care about a money grab. Like I said, all money ain't good money. There are people who want me to sponsor, bruh. There are people that exist right now that want me to sit up here and sponsor some crap that they have that is 100% scams. But you know what? Right now, today, yes, you, if you got a Navy, Chase, Federal Bank account, whatever account, I got my people right now. I'll hook you up with them. And you know what they'll do? They'll put like $10,000 in your account, and all you got to do is give them $1,000 out of it. You know how much they were going to pay me to promote that? Another $1,000. I could have charged them $1,000 for Instagram story post, Instagram post, YouTube post, community post. All money ain't good money. So like I said, she didn't have to do that. She chose to. I'm not with that. I don't care. Think about the little girl. And he ran from the scene. They caught him in Virginia. They didn't catch him in Georgia. Homie, that thing is a scam. People getting... Yeah, that's exactly what I was alluding to. $1,000 ain't enough. I'm just saying, bro. They literally said, we will give you $1,000 if you turn around and you go ahead and you promo our stuff. That's all you got to do. Promo our stuff and we'll get $1,000 for it. I'm not doing it. Top dog, banned from studio. That's only from Ms. Bumpus. Everybody is presumed guilty. Nobody gets representation. No, what I said is go ahead and give him a public defender. That's what I said. I don't care. He did it. Not only did he did it, he shot at a 58-year-old woman. Matter of fact, let's run it back because I think you people don't get it. Why don't you try listening instead of speaking? Check this out. Then we'll get back to our regularly scheduled program. There's Nas morons in the chat, and I love the black people today. Y'all want to see something that's wild? Check this out.
Bond denied. VA man charged in fatal shooting a 7-year-old girl. A Virginia man accused of fatally shooting a 7-year-old girl near a Buckhead Mall over the Christmas holidays was denied bond Tuesday. Daquan Reed, 24 years old, was taken into custody January 6th by U.S. Marshals in Hampton, Virginia, following a week-long manhunt. The shooting of Kennedy Maxey, a student of Sedalia Park Elementary School in Cobb County, was a heartbreaking coda that ended up being Atlanta's deadliest year in decades. Reed's attorney, check this name out. Kayla Bumpus said her client did not intend to shoot Kennedy, who was riding in the backseat of a Lexus with her mother and aunt when a stray bullet entered through the trunk into the back of the little girl's head. Kennedy was taken to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Scottish Rite. Where she died 5 days later, we'll never be able to put into words what was stolen from us, said Mariah Max in a statement asking the judge to deny bond. A beautiful, sweet little girl who never made it home from Christmas shopping. No one deserves to say goodbye to their baby at Christmas, Maxie wrote. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Belinda Edwards, remember that name, agreed with prosecutor Pat Dercher that Reed is a flight risk who poses a danger to the community. He faces charges of felony murder, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and reckless conduct. Bumpus had asked that Reed be placed under 24-hour home confinement. She said other inmates of Fulton County Jail know who he is, and her client fears for his safety. I don't believe he fled the scene knowing this little girl was hurt, Bumpus said. Reed, she said he was preparing to turn himself in when he was arrested. That contradicts the prosecution's account. Dercher said Reed attempted to evade law enforcement in Virginia and when finally apprehended, had to be forcibly removed from his vehicle after failing to comply with commands. Reed had been gambling in the parking lot of Phipps Plaza on December 21st, the night Kennedy was shot dead. Dercher said he essentially just fired his firearm outside a rear passenger window out of anger and frustration over what just happened, said the prosecution. He knowingly endangered the lives of many citizens. Police traced the vehicle to North Carolina. The car owners revealed Reed was in Virginia. Dercher said Kennedy's aunt told detectives she heard the gunfire while driving along Peachtree Road, but then immediately realized her niece had been struck. The Phipps incident marked the second time Reed had been involved in a mall shooting. According to authorities, in October 2019, a 56-year-old woman was shot following a confrontation between Reed and another man at a Norfolk, Virginia shopping center. Dercher said Reed pled guilty to count of accessory after the fact. Prior to the shootings, he had been in and out of jail charged with offenses ranging from forgery to strangulation, Dercher said.
Forgery, strangulation, shooting at somebody else that was an older woman, and then ultimately unaliving a 7-year-old little girl. And you morons want to, what are we talking about here? Yeah. She wasn't no public defender, so that's out. You morons is crazy. I wouldn't care if there was a private practice or she was just another cog in somebody else's nothing. I don't care. Certain things you just shouldn't do. Certain things you just shouldn't do. And that's one of them. A dude just randomly pissed off about a dice game, starts shooting at a random car that had a little girl in there. What are you talking about? Yeah, Maddie, go ahead and disappear. Anyways, Miss Belinda has been in the whole entire machine for a while. So, like I told y'all, I believe there's a lawyer brotherhood and there's a judge's brotherhood. But I can't sit up here and go, the law says everybody gets representation. Why she did it, that's between her, her boss, and God. That's what they got public defenders for. I don't care. Anyways, I don't know. With this judge, I thought to myself she would be more pro Glanville. But then again, I think she kind of toots her own type of horn. So if I were to flip a coin and y'all say, you know what, Seti Nash, pick one. I don't think that stain is off. You had a bunch of judges kick you off from your position of being a juvenile judge, and you felt like you did a whole bunch of good, and they ain't give you two whole minutes to defend yourself. Glanville's done, bro. Sorry. I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see some retribution, bro. I'm leaning about 60% that Glanville's going to be removed by this judge, because I still think she got some animosity. That's just me. Y'all don't have to believe it. Trust me, you don't have to believe it. But I would feel some type of way if my constituents decided to boot me off the damn island. And then they tell me, oh, you know what, you can come back. You can come back. And then you can work directly with us while you were doing your own thing. 60% leaning that way. But then again, toting that line, you're not getting removed. I've been saying that for a minute. But I cannot sit up there and ignore what I read. I just can't. I can't. Okay, she was booted off the island. So for y'all who new here, let me help y'all out. Said he switched to the hard side. Not for no reasons that y'all think. I still think Glanville gonna be on there. Let's understand, I ain't fully jump on the boat. Matter of fact, let me do it this way. So isn't that a good thing, Seti? Be careful what you ask for. How did she get back on that island? If you go by law, Glanville should have been removed. Not true. We've been arguing that for a while. I don't believe that at all. All these laws are up to interpretation anyway, so there's that. And the amount of people that's in here saying I'm wrong, I can show you a bunch of messages right now that says 100% I'm right from actual lawyers who say, Seti Nash, you're actually right, bro. I see what you're talking about. I research what you're talking about. Actually, you're right. But once again, I don't put up people's private messages with me because if they didn't do it in public, I'm not going to put it in public. The bars of brotherhood for sure. Exactly. I believe that wholeheartedly. But we shall see. The ex parte transcripts and all that, the redacted transcripts, them going to pop out on Wednesday. But here's where it gets crazy. If you go back and you look at my old video, I tell you, I go study. See, the difference between the Seti Nash channel versus all these other channels that talk about the same thing, and the reason why y'all keep putting in y'all work and y'all coming in and y'all watching and all that is because you know I'm going to go do the history of not just Brian Steele, but the individuals around Brian Steele and the new people. So, yeah, nobody else is putting out information on the judge that's about to hear. You see what I'm saying? Nobody care about the judge that's about to hear it. Now y'all do, because y'all like, oh snap, who is she? What is she about? What is she about? He's gonna redact it. Well, here's the thing about that. Ashley Merchant got a dude off of an elbow because the judge was sitting up there basically giving pointers to the DA. Why are you giving pointers to the DA? And it all got picked up by courthouse microphones. So I don't think Glanville is such a bad judge like that. And I'm gonna keep it authentic. We still don't know what we don't know. If they didn't want, if Woody say he didn't want Brian Steele in there because Brian Steele is basically dirty and something gonna happen to him and all that stuff and everything like that, what would y'all say then? What would y'all say then? If Woody felt like there was gonna be some harm that could happen to him for testifying, then what? Then y'all gotta go, oh snap, bro. Oh snap. Wait a minute. So you telling me that a witness, forget that it's Woody, just take the term witness and say, hey, the witness is saying, bruh, I don't want them other lawyers in here even knowing about this because I fear for my safety. It was not illegal to hold the meeting. But you'll find out, bro. You'll find out. You'll find out. Let me help you out. Do you never mind. Never mind. You'll see. You'll see. You will see. Matter of fact, assuring fair hearings and averting ex parte communications. Judges shall. Damn, it's super small here. Shall accord to every person who has a legal interest in a proceeding or that person's lawyer the right to be heard to law. Judges shall not initiate, permit, or consider ex parte communications or consider other communications made to them outside the presence of the parties or their lawyers concerning a pending proceeding or impending matter. Right? Subject to the following exceptions. So remember that line right there. You guys are all right until you get to right here, where circumstances require ex parte communications are authorized for scheduling, administrative purposes, or emergencies that do not deal with the substantive matters or issues of the marriage, provided that a judge reasonably believes that no party will gain a procedural, substantive, or tactical advantage as a result of the ex parte communication, and the judge makes provision promptly to notify all other parties of the substance of the ex parte communications and gives the parties an an opportunity to respond, which basically means I can hold the meeting. I can hold the meeting is what the freaking law says. I can hold the meeting. All I have to do is notify the other lawyers. And that's why the judge was saying, you guys are making nothing out of nothing. You guys are making nothing out of nothing. You guys are saying this and saying that. While I'm sitting up here reading the law and I'm like, well, we have divorce attorneys, we have injury attorneys, we have all these other attorneys. So what are we talking about? A few days ago, Ms. Sylvia said Woody asked to speak to the defense so that he can't be that scared. Okay. So why did the judge lie when asked about the supposed appropriate meeting? The judge actually didn't lie. You should go back and watch the video that I put out. Y'all actually lied. You guys actually lied. You guys actually lied. That's the funniest part. There's so many made up stories about what actually happened and what was actually said that literally people were sitting up there making stuff up. Oh, the judge. Now I'm making it up. I'm making this part up. So this is just satire. They act like, oh, the judge just flipped over the damn gavel. He still never noticed. He didn't have the opportunity to. So, hey, now that part right there, look how y'all just switched the whole entire thing. Look how y'all just said, hold on. No. This is why I'm one of the best to argue. Because you literally didn't even say that in the beginning. You said it was illegal for him to hold an ex parte meeting. That's what you said. Now you're switching it up. Hold on, let me find that. Unless you deleted it. I gotta go back because you people always do this stuff. Here we go. It was illegal to hold that meeting. Ain't that what Wins just said? Isn't that what he just said? Isn't that what he said? Now you're switching it up. He went from it was illegal to hold the meeting. Then I read the law to where is it at? Yeah. Hey, it was illegal to hold the meeting at first, and now it's not. It's not unethical. Look at what y'all trying to argue now. Now that I popped out the law, y'all got to switch it up. Y'all got to switch it up now. Now I got to be, first off, the ex parte meeting, he said it still was illegal to hold that meeting. Well, according to the actual law, that part ain't true. Then the judge literally out his mouth said it's not illegal. Hey, that right there. Look what he said. That's not true. That's not true. But you know what? This right here, that right here, this statement will forever be undefeated. You're right. Can't win with people moving the goalposts anyways. Can't. I can't. Can't. Because the judge literally said to Steele in the beginning, hey, what happened with his lawyer and talking to his lawyer and all of that stuff. I've been in the dark about what's going on with his lawyer, is what he said. So the whole thing about Weinstein talking about we walked in there and we said, what's going on? Where's the meeting? And all of this stuff. But hey, we all gonna find out in the morning. Wrong. Wrong. No, we're not. What's gonna happen tomorrow and the next day is we're just gonna be hearing jail phone calls. What you're actually talking about is them hearing the quote unquote ex parte meeting on Wednesday. Yeah. And so when Miss Belinda hears it, I'm without knowing what happened, without knowing what had happened, I damn near would have guaranteed, bruh, that she would have been like, what are y'all talking about? Glenville, go ahead and run your court. Go ahead and run your court. So I got to ask y'all the simple question. When Seti Nash is right, what they going to say? Because everybody, since I put that out there, everybody switched their tunes up. Now it's no longer illegal to hold an ex parte meeting because when I sat up there and I turned around and I showed, the judge said, well, Mr. Adams, Mr. Steele, I've held ex parte meetings with y'all and it wasn't a problem. Everybody got quiet. Then they switched it. Like this quote right here. Oh, well, you can't have an ex parte meeting with somebody who's sworn in. All right. Oh, now y'all got to switch that up. All right, cool. Switch that one up. But I already know the excuse y'all going to come up with. Y'all going to sit up here and say, well, we want the unredacted stuff. We want the stuff that wasn't said. Y'all know that's what's going to happen, right? Y'all know what's going to happen, right? Y'all know what's going to happen, right? I find it weird that I'm defending myself and y'all get mad about like comments like this of me just defending myself. Why is it that y'all can come on here, call me a liar, tell me I'm wrong, I'm stupid, and all of this stuff and throw all type of insults my way, but when I decide to defend myself, y'all just sit up here and then try to do stuff like that. I just don't understand it. Where I disagree and show reason why I disagree, you people act like I just kicked milkshakes out your hands. Like, bro, it's funny how y'all play victim for me defending myself for me having an opinion based off of a law that I read, where I've had actual lawyers come on here and literally say Seti Nash does a very good job. We've had real lawyers come on here and literally judge Seti Nash, and he gets an A. His interpretation of the law, the application of the law, and all of that stuff. And I literally say all the time, Seti Nash is a hood lawyer. I ain't passed no LSATs. I ain't passed the bar. None of that. Some of y'all don't even know to say LSATs at all. I don't have an Esquire. I don't have any of that. I just know application of law, and I just know law and my rudimentary understanding of it. You can do a good job and still be wrong sometimes. I'm not flawless. I just work at being omniscient. That's the difference between me and everybody else. But whatever. No lawyer said it's inappropriate. Oh my goodness. My Take TV. If you ever find the time to just go and look at all of these lawyers literally say the complete opposite, you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? He said no one's calling you a liar. However, we have an opinion. It's TOO, but all right. Yes, you are doing a good job. That's why we enjoy the discussions. Georgia Davis, let me ask you a question. If I showed you some liars, some people calling me a liar and all type of insults, right? For what I said, then what? Then what? But now I'm making up being called a liar. All right, cool. Okay, sure. All right, I made that one up. Oh, shit. Oh, I made that one up. Jeez. All right. You're right. Anyways, so back to it. Depending on the temperament of that judge, that lady judge, she still holds some type of disdain. You know what, bruh? I take it back. I'm gonna stick with the judge still getting off. I was leaning, but I'm thinking to myself, you know what, Judge? You could have went to any other place, and you chose Fulton County to continue to be a judge. So I'm gonna still stick with my original. Don't debate facts. People, wait, what? Let me see what he said. Don't debate facts. These people will double down be loud in the wrong. Well, listen, the way this channel rolls, and let me help y'all out. The way this channel works is you are 100% allowed to come in and voice your opinion and say whatever and all that stuff and everything like that. For the most part, I even let insults fly. I literally just unblocked every freaking body because I'm like on some I don't really care kind of stuff. Because in real life, this is just theatrics. In real life, it's just the theatrics. Like real life, all I had to do is just go to star messages and I'll just look at comments like this where people just do super chats and I wouldn't even read anything else. I could do that, right? I could real life do that. But I think it's more entertaining when I'm a little more animated. But if you want, I could be stoic as hell, be monotone as hell. You guys would get zero animation out of it. I'd go through, read everything, and then boom, right there. So this is how we go. This is how I go right here. I believe, based upon the laws that I've seen and the laws that I read, the judge did nothing wrong. Now, to the individuals who actually get paid for this profession, I understand where they're coming from. But the problem that I'm having is that every law, with the exception of like 6 or 7, is just essentially interpretation of it, right? Prime example. We can go back and we can look at somebody like T Grizzly, right? Who went into a jewelry store, robbed the place, but he had hammers. His case would have gotten him 10 more years with the lawyer that he had T Grizzly not decided to look at the application of the law himself and realize that a hammer, a freaking hammer, was not the type of weapon that they're referring to when the law was created, which allowed T. Grizzly to get less time. And he had a paid lawyer. So when people believe that these lawyers' words are law, they still have to remember the judge is the referee. So if I'm to believe anybody, I would think who knows more about the game, not how to play the game, but the rules and application of rules would be the referee. So I would tend to side on the side of the referee. Now, we have seen times with instant replay and all this stuff. Hey, bruh, referees can be wrong, but it is rare. It is not like a common thing. Steady when they're going to cross Woody. What's the hold up on that? 16 hours of video interrogation and 6 or 4 hours of phone calls that had to be sifted through just so that they can bring it up when they talk to Woody again. That's why. So that would be the reason why. Yeah. But either way, I literally am conflicted because of the past pain that has happened to the damn lawyer. I mean the judge. So that's all what it is. But I mean, some people gonna agree, some people gonna disagree. If you disagree with me, then you're gonna disagree with me. And here you go, this person right here. What were you even talking about a hammer for? Just go rewind and keep rewinding until you hear me say T. Grizzly's name. And that will help you out. I'm sorry you came to class late. Woody not taking the stand no more? I'm sorry. I don't believe that. If Woody was, in my opinion, if Woody wasn't going to take the stand in the first place, he would have already not took the stand and just be in jail. Just going to keep it authentic with you. I believe Woody will be taking the stand. I just think the amount of attention that Woody is getting is bothering him. It's bothering him. You got to remember, Woody ain't had this much attention at all. At all. So there's that part. You can't cross Woody because the story gonna keep changing. The funnier part is Woody don't like Brian Steele, so we ain't gotta worry about that one. All these people that's witnesses against Young Thug, they don't like Brian Steele. You gotta remember, Brian Steele was only available for Young Thug. So we'll see. But the cross, I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna see what's going on because it's gonna get wild. Now, they spitting for FOOLIO. I seen on AK's video that he dropped, essentially alluding to the fact that somebody from 1200 or whatever gang that is basically got killed. And it could be true. It could very much be possible and true. But I'm going to tell you something. If they are spinning for FOOLIO this soon, it's because the police is allowing it. 100%. See, one thing that cats in the hood know is that when somebody that's shot, that's a big name, whether they perish or they don't, they know retaliation is inevitable. It's going to happen. Remember when not Yo Gotti, remember when Young Dolph got smoked They put police officers outside of Yo Gotti's mama's restaurant. So if that's true, I'm not saying AK is a liar or nothing like that, but if it is true, bruh, they are allowing y'all to do this. Because one thing that I know for certain is when it's RICO time, it's RICO time. And I'm telling you now, the RICO that's going to happen to them, mark my words, y'all going to see it previously on X-Men. You're going to see one of those pop up with my face. And it's not going to be a state. It's going to be a federal RICO that's about to strike these cats. You want to know why? Because all you essentially need is 2 crimes committed in furtherance of your gang. So Seti Nash, who's the first people that's going to fall? Well, this is what I want y'all to do first. I want y'all to listen to this clip from this police officer from 6 years ago talking about the gang problems that exist in what we know as Jacksonville.
All right, good afternoon. So I'm here today with our mayor, our Mayor Lenny Curry, our state attorney Melissa Nelson, and some other members of our joint law enforcement team here to provide you some information about an investigation that focused on gun violence here in Jacksonville. So working side by side with our law enforcement partners at the state attorney's office, our investigators continually look at new ways to reduce gun violence in our city and address the root causes that can lead to such violence. Our investigative teams uncover critical information while working on our streets and share it with our law enforcement partners to aid in initial further investigations and prosecutions. So we all know that social media has impacted our society in many ways, and most of those impacts are positive. And they allow people to share information and communicate about everything from family milestones to noteworthy local, national, and international events. But unfortunately, these same advances in technology also provide the criminal element with a new platform to promote their trade in the street culture market. As social media has become more and more prevalent in our society, we have seen this medium being used with increasing frequency to spread threats of violence between groups and gangs here in our community. These messages are intended to threaten and intimidate others, and are most often relayed through rap music videos produced by gangs and groups who film them here in our city and then share them on social media. These videos typically glorify drug use. They celebrate a culture of violence and are often intended to intimidate or threaten rival groups or gangs. Firearms have become increasingly prevalent in these videos with content that insults and challenges rival gangs and groups that can lead to acts of retaliation such as drive-by shootings. As our investigators analyzed videos produced by groups here in our community, it became clear that these defendants were using social media to threaten other groups. Our gang investigations unit worked alongside the state attorney's office targeted prosecution unit, and several felons were identified during this investigation. So as you see here on these boards, we have identified 9 people who are either convicted felons or adjudicated delinquent felons. They are all documented gang members or associates of criminal street gangs right here in Jacksonville, and I'll not name the gangs to give them any undeserved attention. I can, however, report that 6 of them have been arrested for being felons in possession of firearms, and 3 have active arrest warrants and are still outstanding. You'll get that information in your media package today. So individuals, Roddy Myrick, Nicholas Parker, Christopher Parker, and Tyler Jackson were all arrested for possession of firearm by a convicted felon. So Byron Smith and Tyler Simmons were arrested for possession of firearm by adjudicated delinquent juvenile, and we have pending arrest warrants for possession of firearm by convicted felon for Breon DeVos, DeJuan Hayden, and Keith Rivers. So it's critically important to emphasize that our teams are always analyzing the Jacksonville physical and virtual landscapes for threats, and through our partnerships, we will use any lawful and available means possible to arrest anyone who carelessly and illegally brandishes a firearm in any threatening manner on social media or any other platform. So we encourage the community to join us in this effort to share information about gun crimes related to these suspects or any others. And they can do that by calling us at 630-0500, or as always, through our partners at Crime Stoppers at 1-866-845-TIPS. And remember, through Crime Stoppers, that tip is completely anonymous, and you are eligible for a reward upon arrest based on that tip. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the mayor for a couple of quick comments, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks, Sheriff. Oh, good afternoon. First, I want to thank the Sheriff, the State Attorney, specifically the men and women that work under their leadership.
Don't care about you. This is why you need to tune in daily. Cesar.com. You do realize the YSL RICO goes all the way back to 2015. Right? But here's one of the things that people keep on saying, even though I'm not one of them. They keep on saying the feds are coming, the feds are coming, the feds are coming. Why they say that the feds are coming is because the police already did all the work. It's called dual sovereignty. You can look that one up. The problem with what you're saying is you don't get what you're saying. But I got something for you. Don't worry about it. Welcome to the masterclass with Seti Nash. Typically, all you have to do is 2 felony crimes. And that right there will place you. Will literally place you within statutes of RICO. They already said Youngeen Ace is the leader of a gang called ATK. This is what they said. So, check this out. Let me help you out. Here's 2 easy crimes that they can just bring up. There you go.
Y'all want to see something that's wild? Check this out.
Youngeen Ace arrested in Jacksonville Beach on gun possession charge. Kenyatta Bullard, a rapper known as Youngeen Ace, was arrested late Monday, accused of possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition. Check this out. This is April 16, 2024. Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Rapper Youngeen Ace remained in Duval County Jail Tuesday morning after being arrested in Jacksonville Beach on a gun possession charge, according to the city's jail log. The 26-year-old entertainer, whose real name is Kenyatta Bullard, is accused of possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted Florida felon. The jail record states Bullard was arrested around midnight in Jacksonville Beach after the vehicle he was riding in was pulled over for a traffic stop. A Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrest report states that an SUV failed to stop at a 4-way stop sign intersection. The driver, identified Malquise Worthen, 24, was arrested for driving while a license was suspended, canceled, or revoked. 6 people were inside the vehicle, which was a rental at the time of the traffic stop. The vehicle was towed and all the occupants were detained by police. 7 loaded firearms were found inside the vehicle. 3 of the firearms Bullard had constructive possession of. The report states a rifle located in the vehicle was loaded with armored piston rounds. According to the report, Bullard has been living in the Houston, Texas area in recent years. He said in interviews he left Jacksonville because of frequent run-ins with police. He said he has performed in Jacksonville in years. The police won't let me, he said during a 2021 interview with Houston, Texas radio DJ Ashley Young of 93.7 The Beat. They don't want me coming out there to do shows. Youngeen Ace, according to Jacksonville police, is the leader of a gang called ATK, which stands for Ace to Kill. ATK's biggest rival is KTA, led by another Jacksonville rapper named Charles Jones, who performs under the name FOOLIO. KTA stands for Kill Them All. While Bullard has said that he left Jacksonville due to his problems with police, what should be noted is the amount of bloodshed, including his, that's been spilled on the streets and an all-out gang war that's been playing out in Jacksonville's drill rap scene for all to hear. We ain't gonna get into that. Well, maybe we should. ATK versus KTA.
Here you go. Here's where the feds can come in. Check this out.
Killed at Jacksonville's west side after a man stormed a home there and shot him to death. Arrested in that shooting was 19-year-old DeAndre Davis. Bullard pleaded no contest in the Orange Park robbery that occurred 7 months before Brown's murder. Thomas and Bullard were both implicated in that robbery, where 2 conspired to rob someone who was reportedly selling marijuana, according to a June 2018 article in the Florida Times-Union. Shots were fired into a home, nearly missing a couple and a 1-year-old child. Youngeen Ace was the target in a retaliatory shooting for Brown's death in June 2018, when he and 3 other teens went to St. John's Town Center restaurant to celebrate the rapper's brother's birthday. Ace survived being shot 8 times. The 3 others, including his brother, Javon Bullard, 18, died, and the other 2 men were Royale Devon Smith, Jr., 18, and Jacoby Deshaun Grover, 19. Following the mass shooting, FOOLIO made several posts on social media glorifying the killers. He even created a t-shirt airbrushed with a photo of Royale Devon Smith Jr., aka 23, that said "Rest in Piss 23." He posted a photo on the t-shirt on his Instagram page saying, "I'm getting a new t-shirt made for my show." The bloodshed continued in May 2019 with another mass shooting, this time outside of Paradise Gentlemen's Club, Bay Meadows Road. Willie Anderson, a rapper known as Boss Vaughn, was killed. He had just performed at the club. He was in the car with family members who were also injured. Family members of ATK rapper Queso, whose name really is Akeem Robinson, was injured.
So that's one for Youngeen Ace. We're talking about Youngeen Ace sitting up here in a car where everybody got guns and he's the leader. Well, you said 2, Seti Nash. What 2 will do?
Y'all want to see something that's wild? Check this out. Quadruple shooting survivor pleads guilty to probation violation. Kenyatta Bullard, 20, charged with violating parole. Jacksonville, Florida, the sole survivor of a quadruple shooting near Jacksonville's town center earlier this year that took the life of his brother and 2 others, will head back to jail after pleading guilty Wednesday to violating his probation. Kenyatta Bullard, 20 years old, was taken into custody in Clay County last month, according to Clay County Sheriff's Office. Bullard admitted that he made an unauthorized visit to the Orange Park Mall on October 13th while headed back from Louisiana. He was sentenced to 12 months in jail for violating the terms of his probation. He was credited with 7 months of time served, so he will be released in April. Bullard was hospitalized in June after a drive-by shooting that killed his brother, Trayvon Bullard, 18, of Orange Park, Grover, 19, also Orange Park, and Royale Devon Smith Jr., 18, of Jacksonville. Records show Kenyatta Bullard pleaded no contest in October 2017 to be an accessory after the fact in a Clay County case and was sentenced to 31 months of probation. He was charged with violating that probation after authorities said he was caught on surveillance video at a gun shop the same day as the Daily shooting. Bullard was arrested after he was released from the hospital, but a judge released him to house arrest in June. He violated the terms of that release and was arrested again on October 25th.
Now, let's understand this. Every RICO is an adoption of the federal RICO, in which they enacted for their goddamn selves because of the feds. Well, Sadie Nash, why wouldn't Jacksonville or the Duval County just go ahead and hit them with a RICO? Because unfortunately, Youngeen Ace has had 2 separate felonies in 2 different counties. So that's why I say the feds will come in, because the feds came through there and ravaged Orlando and Tampa. So those things have been happening. And all those music videos and stuff like that, Youngeen Ace is pumping out and knocking out and all this stuff and everything like that, bruh, I'm going to be honest. All right. Now, it's stuff like this. Well, no, from a legal perspective, if it's life, whatever, it doesn't have to be related to the case. Can't remember the saying. Oh, you talking about something else. So, Youngeen Ace, pretty stupid or pretty genius, because literally he could be saying, you know what? I know that a RICO is coming. Let me try to milk this situation and get as much money as I can for my lawyer because I know it's going to be over. And on top of that, let's keep this all the way authentic. Y'all should probably be more pissed off at Youngeen Ace more than FOOLIO. Who I Smoke came out before When I See You. Youngeen Ace and his people robbed somebody and shot at FOOLIO's people, and then they retaliated. But it's always the second person that always gets caught, right? Now, what I'm saying is KTA, ATK, they all going down. They're all going down. And you know what? Oh, well. Oh, well. At the end of the day, we got to sit back and realize we done had kids messing around, coming on camera and begging and pleading for people to stop with the crap, with all the stuff that they doing, and they ain't care. They saying, we know your mama, we know your family and all that, and they don't care. Youngeen Ace is actively stroking the flame of a gang war, and he stays all the way in Texas. Stick to myself, bro. I'll pass, but thank you. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. When it turns around and it happens, you know what they're not going to say? Dang, Sadie Nash was right. But like I say, nobody was going to cry when FOOLIO got killed. And literally, should I stop commenting or watching any of this? Here, I'll give you this option. I'll just block you, and then you don't have to come back at all. Let me take that power away from you, little buddy. Ban and delete their comments. Peace. Don't matter who shot first, them niggas are not targets. But said it started before then too. It could have, but I'm just telling you the documented facts. Anything else that happened before, I don't know. He begging for a RICO? I mean, there's that, or he can be pressured into it as far as peer pressure. You got to remember, That's all Foolio, and I told people that's all Foolio was known for, was just disrespectful rap. So at the end of the day, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't really care that he got killed. Now, I know that's harsh to say, but nigga, let's understand what you were rapping about. Young and Ace get smoked. Same thing. I won't care. There comes a point in time where we got to stop pretending like we sitting up there on some fake sympathy stuff. The mothers, the fathers, the families affected care about them, but at the same time, I just seen Foolio mom talking about she got shot like 8 times. She was doing this and doing that and all that and everything, and I'm just thinking to myself, if you got shot 8 times, wouldn't you learn to make a certain sacrifice to get your kids up out the ghetto and get them into places that are not impoverished? I'm just saying, me, myself personally, right? My kids don't live in the hood. My kids don't live in the hood because I refuse to put my kids in the hood. Kids don't stand on the hood. They ain't no gangbangers. They ain't gang members because I know what comes with that. Whole lot of pain, whole lot of death. You gonna end up getting arrested. And if you don't learn from that arrest, then you're gonna get arrested some more until you figure it out. Why would I subjugate my children to that? You know, the realest thing you can do is learn maturation and sacrifice. Learn discipline and sacrifice. Pardon me. That's what you can do. That's what you literally can do. You can teach your kids hardship through certain things, but actually putting them in hardship where they got to fight for their lives, it seems, and then add to the BS. I'm not really down with that. I think it's pretty stupid. I do. Hey, RJ, keeping it band reacts. I'm about to block you, bro, because you keep saying the same stuff. You keep on saying the same stuff, bro, and that type of stuff gets you blocked. So try it again. You're gonna get blocked, homie. Seti, there are good people that stay in the hood also, but I'm not your boy. So yeah, I'm gonna delete that comment. Statistically speaking, let me help you out, boy. Where there is no money, that's where the most crime happens. You can go by zip code and find out the less money made. That's literally where most of the crime happens. If you go where they are higher up, where they're making a lot of money, there's less crime there. You know why? Because they value their life and they value the lives of others. While you're in the hood, you can't do that because it's dog eat dog. It's me versus you. You. That's why when you see morons try to say black on black killing, it's not that. It's called proximity killing. That's why domestic violence that typically happens within the home to the person that you sleep right next to. That's why they say when you get touched on or groped by somebody and stuff like that, that's from in your home. They say when somebody breaks into your house, you typically know that person. They've been in your home. So let me help you out. Why put myself in impoverished areas to sit up here and literally fight the odds? What sense does that make? Why wouldn't you put your kid in an area, in a place where progress seems to be happening all around so that your kid may seem to think, maybe I could do it. Everybody else is doing it. I said this in an interview, I want to say like 4 years ago, before the channel popped up, when we started doing videos and all that stuff. I said the hood is one of the most dangerous places because of what you don't see. You don't see thriving businesses from people that look like you. You don't see success, and the success that you see are from illegal activities. The drug dealers, the gangbangers, the robbers, all of those individuals. So, if I don't see success, that's the positive success, I'm going to think to myself, you know what? I need $1 out here. And what's the best way to get $1? That's why when we see rappers that look like us, we start to do what? Rap. Kids playing football and basketball and all that stuff. We see so many black faces that we believe. Do you think the feds are already building a case against Ace? 100%. I'd bet the house on it. Yeah, I bet all my money on that. Yeah, hell yeah. If you don't think Youngeen Ace gonna get hit with a RICO, hey, when it happens, just say, dang, Setting Nash was right again. So it's those things. Now, are there individuals who make it through the cracks and don't end up going to the pen and losing their life and all that stuff and everything like that? The odds are actually higher for you not to. The odds are higher for you not to. But those odds end up keeping you stuck into the impoverished areas where you're not going to reach your full potential. We need to get to a point, and it just will not happen because we don't make it look cool. But we had to get to a point where we can tell kids, you know what? You want to go to college, it's better for you to get a scholastic scholarship opposed to one that is in sports. Now, the sports one is so much better now because of what is it called, bro? The NIL deals. We're able to pay the kids. That's what we need to do. Said, where's that Batmobile BMW we need? Might need to write again. What happened to those? I'm not showing our possessions no more. Y'all see, I don't even put up the YouTube plaque at all. I don't do none of that stuff. I'm not where I want to be at in life. I want the 1,000,000 subs. Then we're gonna do that. When we get the 1,000,000 subs, that's when you're gonna see me get slightly braggadocious. But then even after that, then we're gonna build a network. Once we hit 1,000,000 subs, hell, LBJ, us from the hood, look at him. That's the point I'm making. You are a fucking idiot. Lotto soldier. And I hate that I just had to cuss. You are an idiot. How many black billionaires exist? 7. If you want to live your life off of a percentile of a percentile of a percentile, be my guest. You got to be one of the dumbest idiots on earth. That dude literally is 6'8". How many kids are born to live to be as tall as 6'8"? What are you talking about? You idiots don't even factor in this nigga got sheltered by his coach. So he stayed with somebody that was teaching him the skills that he's doing today. Are you stupid or dumb? You idiot people say stuff like that and don't factor in nothing. How many of these little niggas walking around here 6'8"? How many of these niggas set up here got a coach that's gonna sit up there and allow them to stay with them for free while they mama do that as well? To be a basketball player. You sound stupid. You sound dumb as hell. Yeah, well, you know, we's all 6 foot goddamn 8. We's all 6'8". We's all 6'8", dribbling the basketball and staying rent free at a nigga's house who's teaching our kids how to play basketball. LeBron James had a $100 million goddamn shoe deal at the age of 17. Which one of these little niggas is getting the shoe deal? Which one of these little niggas are getting $100 million shoe deal to start it off at 17 years old? Help me out, please. I really, really, really would like to know. You know, half of LeBron James' wealth comes from endorsements. Oh my goodness. This is dumb, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. Just stupid stuff like that because you people never factor in stuff. Let me tell you something. This is all we got to do. Remember this. Maturation is sacrifice, and discipline is progression. You can instill that into your children. They will be successful. They'll be successful. Not some pie in the sky. You know how dumb that would be to tell my kid, you're going to be the next LeBron James. I am? Yeah. You're going to grow up to be 6'8". I will? Yes. You know, LeBron James also leads the NBA in career points. He's the only one. Oh my goodness. Oh God. You people amaze me, man. You people amaze me. It baffles my mind, the stuff that y'all say and think y'all just speak gospel. And it's like, bruh, no, no, no. We need to teach our youngins this simple thing. This simple thing. Learn to sacrifice. Learn to sacrifice going out. Learn to sacrifice eating BS. Learn to sacrifice your time so that you can study. Learn to sacrifice. Learn to sacrifice going out and just doing stuff. Sacrifice your hedonistic tendencies. That's what you have to learn. And when they stay disciplined by not doing it, that's when they know that they're progressing. My youngest son gonna be as tall as I am, or probably even taller. And you know what he doesn't do? He doesn't play sports. And you know what happened when we went around all the guys that had their kids out there and putting on their fresh jerseys for these teams, fake teams, and all this stuff and everything. Hey, Nash, what's up with your kid, man? He gonna play? Nah. He not gonna play, bro. Man, come on. He need to play, man. He tall, he big. He should be doing this. He should do that. We're not doing that. Well, why the hell not? Because I'm teaching my son how to own the team. Oh, get on through. Get on through. I got 4 children. 3 of them already got businesses. Ain't none of them adults. 3 of them already got businesses. The only one who don't, literally, is the youngest one. He ain't worried about that stuff. He's worried about video games and all that crap. I'm glad, because he's worried about video games. When I was his age, I was learning about gangs and bang, bang, shoot them up. Wasn't no video games. Wasn't staying in the goddamn house. There's outside, getting in the fight, stealing. So that's what we own. Ownership. When we talk about idiots like YUNGEEN and FOOLIO and all this stuff and everything like that, think about the pain that they have caused to the individuals that they don't even know. When you die, your death is not something that actually happens just to you. It happens to people around you. Your death affects everybody around you. Your life is not your own. So treat it like that. Treat it like it means something to everybody else. His mama, she may not even be able to do the funeral that she wants because she has to think about the other people that are in attendance. I might not even be able to have individuals from my own family come through and celebrate my child's life, the money that he made, the impact that he made on the city, whether y'all like it or not, because there is a high possibility that somebody can come through and treat my son, family members, or friends just like they treated my son. Do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how messed up that is? So when we looking at this stuff, bruh, we got to sit here and assess everything. What about the people that were in the damn hotel rooms? And y'all can expect the idiots who shot at them and all that to be caught. Them niggas decided to hop right back on the freeway. Well, if you know like I know, you might pay attention to this. Florida has what's called license plate readers. And if they went across that 10 like I know they did, sheesh. Y'all gonna see these little way stations with these flashing lights that just take pictures of every damn vehicle that passes. And there are 2 of them that exist. So by the time they get to Jacksonville, we gonna know. Because what people don't know is everything is all about the numbers. The numbers that tell you when the shooting happened. The numbers that are going to read and go back to that car. The numbers that's going to have a person pull up at a house. The numbers that's going to go longitude and latitude to find out where that cell phone that you're carrying is right there. The numbers. And we supposed to care. Not me. If you causing destruction, death, and all that crap and everything like that, you deserve whatever happens to you, and I don't care. I told people when I jumped off the porch, I knew exactly what I was getting into. And anything that happened after that, hey, bro, don't cry for me. Don't shed no tears. Don't do anything. Because if the theory holds thick that these morons drove that 3-hour drive to Tampa, and they probably took the damn turnpike. They probably took the turnpike. Because it ain't like, what is it? You going to skip all the way to the 10, take the 75? Instead of hitting that little straight down there? Yeah, they hit the turnpike, buddy. Oh, yeah, they're going to be done for. They hit that Florida turnpike, that Sunshine Turnpike. Oh, it's super over. It is beyond over. Because if they took the long way to 75 all the way to the 10, because y'all got to know Florida do like this, right? You got the 75 here, and then you got the 95 here. You got the 4 that go through. You got all type of tollways that go through Florida. Yeah, nah. There's a whole entire little tollway that go through that'll help you split from Jacksonville, because Jacksonville up here, Tampa's like right here. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly. Them niggas is gone. Oh man. But look, y'all have a blessed one, man. We got court tomorrow. I gotta get some rest. What if the hit is from Tampa? That ain't what the police said. The police literally said, hey, we seen the cars they live in. And honey, let me tell you about a person named a person that's a person upon a person. And them people, them dumb. They some idiots. Yeah, they dumb, and I don't think they use stolen cars to take chance of getting pulled over. I don't either. I believe that. I believe what you saying 100%. I don't believe you just drove a damn stolen car essentially 6 hours. Essentially 6. You drove a car 6 hours. That's why I think Foolio was slipping. I think Foolio really, real life, didn't believe these niggas would drive 3 hours away just to come here to smoke me and then turn around and drive another 3 hours. You got it you got to be pretty dumb, pretty idiotic, pretty stupid. Who I smoke ain't even the words for it. It's who's the dummy. But we'll see, man. Y'all take care, share to keep your people aware, subscribe to that bell, stay notified. I think I only block like 2 people tonight, and I'll unblock them when we do another live stream. But until then, we got the, what's the name, popping off tomorrow, the audio recording, the jailhouse recordings. This is going to be insane. But you know what I'm going to do? As soon as the case, or as soon as the day wraps up, I'm going to just put the video out. I think that's what people are wanting to do more and more. You think Thug going to get a good plea? Hell no. His first plea was trash. Nigga, they wanted Thug to do like 7 years in the pen. And this was the last time that they could, well, no, they just had a last time for plea deals and stuff like that. But yeah, Thug ain't coming home no time soon. He about to sit in that court and fight for his freedom. Because Thug don't want to become a felon. Why would you? But I'll catch you on the next one.